I'm going to lose my ever loving mind. I can't find. How do I lose a whole entire pouch? Did I put it really in my bag? I think I did. Only Shinova can do things that. Hmm. That is crazy. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Today my makeup is inspired by a Tim Burton character. I wanted to turn myself into a regular Tim Burton character. There's not like a lot of curly hair Tim Burton character, so there's a challenge going around that you're not supposed to be like Edward Scissorhands or Jack Skeleton. You're just supposed to take your physical features and turn them into a Tim Burton character. And this is Nova as a Tim Burton character. Uh, Cynthia, yeah, just email me. I'll send you an email because I can't do that right now while I'm live. So, Cynthia, just you can email me or you can use my messenger on Facebook because I can't do that on live. So, but I see you. I sent you a message on Patreon because I could see you on Patreon. Um, so I will. You can send me a message through the messenger if you could. Thank you. Um, so yeah, I did myself as a Tim Burton character, but I feel like I'm giving more like Edward Scissorhands. I don't know, maybe it's the hair or the questionable eyebrows. um, so if you got the one on Patreon, then that's email all the information. If you got my message on Patreon, then you should have all the information on what email you have underneath Patreon. So, yeah, today I have like a whole bunch of fun things I'm doing. First of all, I get to talk to you guys. We all know I love doing Captain's Log. And then we're going to sew a project and it's going to be a free project. It is measurements and I'll give you the measurements. There's no pattern. It's just something that I like to do sometimes for thank you gifts. Like if I'm on the fly and let's say I have just like 8 by 15 piece of fabric and I want to just do a quick little fun pouch to give somebody to put in their bag. So I'm going to show you another version of a quick project you can do with some scraps. And you just message me, Cynthia, because there's nothing I can do on a live. Okay, so just message me and I'll be more than willing to help you. So what we could do, so I can't I lost train of thought. I'm sorry. um, so what I get to do that. So I'm doing the captain's log. Then I'm going to show you how to do a quick and easy pouch to as a thank you gift, or you can do this as a back to school gift, teacher's gift, whatever gift, because that's the fun of it. And then I get to go on with Patreon and we're going to finish the back company bag, which I'm really excited about because I don't know, I'm really loving Hollow Creations patterns. I I'm a sucker for a good gusset, and she has a good gusset. She has really unique shapes. If you're like looking for a challenge because you don't want just like the regular, like, U curve, that's the person you need to go to. She has really unique shapes, and I really appreciate that. I know that sounds really unusual, but I love an unusual gusset. I don't know, I think I can talk not like, talk up any pattern, and it's not just to schmooze or brown nose, it's, like, genuinely, I always like patterns because I could find something good in each one of them, and I think that's cool. Yeah, I not a ghost, I'm a Tim Burton character, but kinda in the same premise. So, like, there is for her pattern, she has yeah, she the back company has, like, this very unique bottom, and if no you're not in the Patreon, then you don't know. So, when we were, like, talking about, modifications, we were talking about birthing and stuff, I was talking about I kept referring to the bottom of the bag like this, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Peter Griffin chin." It's a peach bottom. It's, 'cause it has a unique bottom, and, like, I was every time I was trying to reference it, like, it just came out with all inappropriate innuendos. So, I was I was trying, but I'm excited to see this come together. I like, again, she gives a lot of information in her patterns. The pictures are really nice and crisp and clear, which I'm a big person that, like, am, like, big on because sometimes if, like in my head because of the dyslexia or my ADHD is like on high alert that day, I do resort on pictures, and her pictures are very clear and crisp. And it's just something that I really appreciate from artists. Like sometimes I know we'll get a pattern that has like a bazillion pages, but it's not because there's a bazillion instructions. Sometimes the artist knows that a lot of people struggle with words and that a lot of people are visual learners. So they try to give you as many as pictures and figures as possible so that you can basically walk through the pattern without even possibly reading it if you don't need to. And I always like give kudos to those people because that's incredibly difficult. They take so much time to do that. It's not an easy feat. Not only do they have to write a pattern, proofread a pattern, try to make it where what whoever reads it can understand. They have to have the grammar correct, every word correct, and then there's a lot that goes into it. People want SVG files. They want projector files. They want like the rectangles cut out. There's so many things that they have to do to accommodate so many people. So when I notice like the little things, it makes me super excited. And gussets always like the key to my heart is gussets. I don't know what it is. Gussets make me so happy. Hey fam, I'm in the USA. Yeah. And oh, okay. That's good to know. If the Patreon people are not in here this morning, then I will let them know when we go on at noon. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, like the gusset, I was like, this is such an unusual gusset. I was like, but the way I refer to it was the Peter Griffin chin, because like if you watch Family Guy, he has like a chin that's like this. And so I was like, oh, it's like the Peter Griffin chin. I'm like, this is going to be so much fun putting together. I'm one of those people because I just love a challenge. It makes me excited. Like I miss my kids loving Legos because when they got to the more advanced Legos, I knew it was me going to be putting it together, and I love something that I can't necessarily put together all the way because it's exciting when you can't just do something, like it builds up skills and you get all of a different array of emotions. And when you finally complete it, there's like a sense of accomplishment, an air of pride. Like there is something to it. So I'm really excited. And yeah, I don't know. So we get to do that today and I'm head over heels in with it. Yesterday I got to sew live with Brittany and I had an absolute blast. She is the kindest, sweetest person. I thought I had my pumpkin here, but I think I may have stuffed it in my bag. I'm like looking for my pumpkin downstairs, and I think I think I literally took it upstairs and put it in my handbag. So I made mine into like a jack-o'-lantern, and she cut out some really cool like of her like precious like Halloween print vinyl, and she like applique and then cut around it to make sure it was really nice and clean. The For the Love is Change wall pouch comes in 2 sizes, and you can either do a reverse applique with the heart or an applique with the heart. And we just decided to do a Halloween spin. If you go to Brittany's channel, she actually has like the 12 Days of Christmas via 2023, where she does the holiday edition of it. And we decided to do a Halloween, like this, give you different ideas of what you can do. That particular pouch is super versatile. Like if you looked at my tutorial on it, I used minky fur in the cutout, so that way it had not only texture but like a different just a different textile that you normally wouldn't see on a pouch. Fur is really in a lot of the bags for 2024 and going into 2025. So especially when you look at creators like for Uggs, whatever. So I immediately bought faux fur, and I had faux fur as well, and I just had some fun with um, putting that on a pouch. So I think that that is something that you may want to think of, like what can you use to make something a little bit more just like I'll give you example, we're on the topic of the back company bag. If you buy this pattern, in the Patreon group, I show people how they can modify the bat wings, but still keep honor the shape so that way that the magnetic snaps can be exactly in the same place. But what if you turn, instead of bat wings, kind of made like tarantula legs and kind of had it a little bit furry, or you turned it into like a bumblebees, and bumblebees actually have a lot of fur on them, and you use like fur at the gusset or on the body of the bag. There's a lot of things you can do to make your bag uniquely yours and different. So I think, I don't know, the possibilities are endless, and I think you should definitely um, give it a whirl and try. And I wanted to try with the pouch, and that wound up being a pouch that I really did like. And people reaching out to me, asking me where I got the faux fur and things like that. And people saying that they are using it now and they're trying it at their craft shows because it's weird. It's a very unique thing, and I think you should go for it and have some fun. So those are all the things I'm doing today, and I am excited to be with Patreon today because today's the last leg of the bat company bag. I felt like the first half we got really labor intensive with putting the wings together. I don't know if I showed you my wings, but this I use this vinyl, and I'm hoping this vinyl doesn't come and kick me in my butt. Every time I use a vinyl like this, I wind up like wanting to like flip over my machine and like Hulk smashing my whole entire room. This vinyl has a gradient where it goes from like gold to black. And when at the edge of the vinyl, you can see a clear vinyl on top of it. It's a coating. And so when the two vinyls sometimes get on top of each other, they have like a sticky suction to one another. And I always tell myself I'm never going to do it, but the color of this vinyl is outrageous. And I was like, this has to be a bat wing. And I'll show you. And I put it on some bodies of the bag, but most of the body of the bag is black. But tell me this does not belong to be a bat wing. Tell me, how is that not supposed to be a bat wing? This is absolutely stellar gorgeous. So it's gold at the bottom and it gradiates to black. Like, come on. If this is not supposed to be a bat wing, I don't know what is. And I have like this one's gonna be my bag for my tablet. And I did like all like rock and roll bands that I like. And we got into some really interesting conversations about getting indicted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on the last one. So, but yeah, this is it. I'm hoping this doesn't become the bane of my existence because man, whenever this vinyl touches another vinyl, it just is like this weird, and it becomes where you want to murder it. And you're not supposed to murder your bag. At least I think you're not supposed to. Oh, no. You did a wallet version? No, I didn't see that. I need to look. I've been so bad about like being on Facebook, and like I'll post my 13 days, but after I'm done posting everything to decompress from like putting on makeup and like cleaning makeup brushes, I don't know. I have to clean up all the makeup brushes, all the paint brushes and everything. And like My husband says I even, like, aggressively wash. My daughter even says, like, like, washing with soap and water, like, cleaning them and then washing my face, trying to put, like, hydration back into my face and all that stuff. Washing out my hair if I have, like, hairspray color or whatever. Um that just stay off of Facebook or Instagram, and I'll just do things around the house, and then I'll hop back on later. I think I have missed out on a lot of stuff because people are like, "Did you see this? Did you see this?" And you're like, "No, I haven't, man." And it's I guess, like, once I do my live and do the so long and or Patreon, I just, like, unplug for a while, but I definitely have to. Isn't that pretty? It's, like, a very interesting because it just naturally, like, just goes black, black to gold and gold to black, and I had 1 roll, so the wings are this color and the front panel is, and the back is black and all that, and then it's all, like, rock and roll in the inside. It's gonna be for my 14-inch tablet, so I was like, "Yeah, this is awesome." So if I go somewhere, I could just pop that bad boy in, call it a day, and have some fun. But yeah, I think that this is gonna be fun. I'll definitely Julie, you're 100% right. I will catch up in November. I just realized because I was like people were messaging me like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna be getting our advent calendar boxes," and I'm like, "We're only in October." Oh my god, yeah, you're right, and by the end of November, we should be getting before the end of the November, we should be getting our advent calendar boxes, and I'm like, "Holy smokes." I'm seeing Black Friday. And I'm also trying to avoid, certain TVs because, like, they're already starting to play holiday shows, and I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 no. I gotta just finish Halloween." Once Halloween is over, I promise you, at midnight, I'll crack that Mariah Carey block myself and let Christmas ring its bell. But until then, it's all Halloween stuff. So I've been like on just regular streaming services, binge watching Halloween episodes of everything and like doing just like housekeeping for the business, like answering emails and stuff like that, applying for different conventions and teaching jobs and stuff like that. That's what I've been doing. So, yeah, I've been unplugged from social media, but plugged in for answering things on the business front. So it's just, I don't know, it's been everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna take this off, and I will see you guys at about 10:20, and then we're gonna do a live so long, and I'm gonna give you the measurements on what I do for my pouch. But what I love about this is you can create your own pouch with your own measurements. But this is just one way I do mine when I have scraps available for a thank you gift. And then we can just get that done, and then we only have 2 more looks left, so I'm curious what you think I'm gonna be for tomorrow and actual Halloween. And then on Halloween, I'm gonna sew with Jess for So Many Creations. I think we buckled down at 10 AM. We're going to be 10 AM Eastern Time, we're going to be sewing together, and I'm really excited to sew with her. She's been someone that I really wanted to sew with for a very long time. So, we have a lo I have like, it's not done yet, we still have some fun, so I'm excited. So, I will see you all later. If you can like, subscribe, and comment, it really helps this channel. If you think this channel is worthy to share amongst your groups, please do. So, I will see you guys in a few. Bye.